A stout middle-aged man stands atop the execution platform. He wears the badge of a city official and a fringe of dreadlocks hangs down to his shoulders from an otherwise bald pate. He gives you a disinterested look as you approach.
Please, stay back with the others.
How does the execution work?
Another rustic. Ugh. It's very simple, sir. Our nanos induce him in a hallucinogenic state. In this state he experiences visions. Nightmares, really. He speaks of the things he sees, and his words become flesh as they leave his mouth. We shape the flesh into a human-like form, the death you see beside him. As more strands escape his mouth, his death wraps them around him, and they slowly crush the life out of him. Once the condemned is dead, the devourer of wrongs will eat his corpse. Thus is justice upheld in Sagas Cliffs.
Why does the devourer of wrongs eat executed criminals?
He is of the Dendroher, who can suck the memories of the dead from their marrow. In those memories is not only the proof that the condemned were guilty, but also the names of their compatriots and other associates. Many an accomplice has been found out in the belly of the devourer.
Farewell.
Pacing the edges of the crowd is a paunchy old soldier with a swaggering stride. At the moment, however, his jauntiness seems overshadowed by worry, and he alternates between watching the execution and searching the crowd as if looking for a miracle. Then his eyes light on you.
I say, you look like someone who believes in justice. How'd you like to help a poor soul wrongfully condemned?
What kind of help do you need?
I don't need anything, but my friend there on the platform is dying. The nightmares his executioners have induced in him spew from him with every word he speaks, and wrap around him like a snake. I know there are but a few strands around him now, but in a few days' time, they'll choke the life out of him. I cannot imagine a more horrible way to die. Well, that's not true. I have an imagination that would shame a sailor. You will need to be swift, and willing to hold justice above law. But there is a way to save him if you will hear me out.
Who are you?
Captain Lanshan Tybir, retired. Extremely retired. But my story can wait. Saving Reese's life comes first.
Why is your friend being executed?
A misunderstanding. Reese and I were hired to deliver some expensive brandy to an out-of-town buyer. Would you believe that the bottles were stocked with state secrets? Reese was accused of selling information to the enemies of Sagas Cliffs. They called him a traitor. It was a travesty. The poor lad had no idea what was in there.
But you did, right?
Well, there's a place for talking about what I know and what I don't. This isn't that place.
What's your plan?
A simple one, but it requires nerve. Listen, it would be nothing for someone of your noble demeanor to masquerade as a city official and ask the council clerk for an archived copy of an old stay of execution. Once you have it, I'll write out a fresh one and add Reese's name. Then we'll present it to the overseer here, and poor Reese will be set free. There you have it, a foolproof, risk-free plan.
All right, I'll help you.
Excellent. Then you will need a proper story and a badge of office. Fortunately, I have the first, and you can buy the second from Sangolin, the clothing merchant, in Government Square. Once you have a badge of office, you will tell the council clerk you're from the Judicial Oversight Committee, looking into corruption in the commutation of capital sentences. The stay you're asking for is that of a notorious gangster named Cocarden, who was mysteriously set free a few years ago. When you get Cole's stay of execution, I'll make a copy with Reese's name on it, and you can give it to the overseer who will free him. You see, simple. Now, if you let me join you, I'd be happy to show you around the city and help you with all this and whatever else you have going. What do you say?
Thanks, I could use the help.
It will be my pleasure. But let's hurry. There's not a moment to lose. Reese hasn't much time.